you do anything else, apply your sunscreen. Sunscreen needs to be applied on your skin 15 to 20 minutes before sun exposure to allow it to sink into your skin. Also, these spray bottles are really handy because it helps you get areas that you can't reach yourself. Next, I'm going to take this facial spray and spray it all over my face. You can get these pretty much anywhere, like Tesco's, any drugstore should have them, and they're basically just a nourishing mist for your skin, and it's also great for refreshing your skin throughout the day. Next, I'm going to apply some sunscreen to my face. I'm just applying it like a moisturizer. There's no real technique to this, just make sure that you're starting at the center of your face and working outwards to prevent premature aging. Now, I'm also using a higher SPF on my face to prevent premature aging, and also I tend to get a lot of freckles on my face if I'm not protected, so I need a higher SPF. Next, I'm taking the little stick that comes with the facial cream, and it's kind of like a lip balm, although it's not specifically a lip balm. You can use it anywhere on your face that you need a little bit of extra protection. It is SPF 30, so it comes in handy for areas that you may need a little bit of extra protection, like your forehead, your nose, or even your ears. While I'm waiting for the SPF to sink into my skin, I'm going to take some hair mousse and spray it into the palm of my hand. I'm then going to scrunch it into wet hair. The scrunching will help you achieve the beach wave effect. You don't need any heat for this look, but if you do have a fringe that tends to go out of control, or if you need a little bit of extra volume in your roots, you can use a hairdryer and just turn it to the cool setting so you're not actually damaging your hair with more heat. Then it's important to take a nourishing spray, or this Aqua Light spray from Pantene. It's a really nice nourishing mist for your hair. It's just as important to nourish your hair as well as your skin. Next, I'm taking the BB cream from Garnier, and I'm just stippling it onto my skin using the Blank Canvas Cosmetics F20 brush. I am loving this BB cream at the moment. It gives a gorgeous glow to your skin. It's very natural. There's still coverage to it, but it's not too much coverage. It just looks like I'm not wearing anything. I just have a gorgeous glow to my skin. Now, because it's really hot and sticky, your eyelids tend to crease more in this hot summer weather. So I will be taking a primer and just applying this to my eyes, and then for a bit of extra protection and to cover any discoloration on my lids, I will be using the usual concealer and powder. I'm using my Catrice Cosmetics concealer palette. I'm using the second colour, which is a yellow undertone colour. It's the same colour as the BB cream, and it's very light so you won't feel it on your skin. Normally I would apply some concealer under my eyes, but I wanted to just stick with lightweight products in your skin. You don't want anything heavy in the heavy sunlight, and you also want to give the illusion that you're not wearing any makeup at all. So now I'm just bronzing my skin, the areas that you would normally get tan, so your forehead, your temples, your cheekbones, and around your jawline or your chin as well. Now, cream products tend to last longer in your skin, and they also look more natural. So I'm just applying the Natural Collection cream blush to my cheeks, just blending out with my finger, and then I'm just setting any areas that look a bit oily with this powder from Blush Cosmetics. So your T-zone in particular looks very unattractive when it's oily, so I'm just going to powder that up, and also just under my eyes as well. So now onto the eyes. I'm just going to powder my eyes from the concealer and the primer that I used earlier, and then I'm going to go into my Sleek Contour palette that I used on my skin, and with a blending brush, this is from Blank Canvas Cosmetics, I'm just blending the bronzer just right across my crease, just blending back and forth, and also just using whatever is left on the brush just to swirl it around my lid as well. And this is just to contour my eyes, just like you contour your face. So I'm just going to push back my brow bone and really draw attention to my eyes and my lids. Then I'm just taking this shimmery champagne color from the Balm, and I'm just applying this in the inner corners of my eyes, and I just really like this effect. I think it really brightens up your eyes. Again, this is just a personal preference. I know some people don't like to wear any eye makeup in the sun. So I'm just using the bronzer again, or the contour, sorry, from Sleek, and I'm just going to press this into my lash line, and this is actually going to make my lashes look darker and thicker. So now I'm just curling my lashes and applying some mascara. Using the brown in the lash line instead of black will make them look more natural, so it looks like, again, it looks like you're not wearing any makeup at all. Now I'm just going to fill in my brows with my Catrice brow pencil, and I'm just going to use really light hand because, again, I want it to look like my brows are just naturally that way. I don't want them to look filled in, so I'm just using a really light hand just to fill them in and then blending them out with the spoolie on the other side. Now I just want to apply a little bit of highlight. I didn't want to use any powders. So again, this is a cream stick. It's from Soap and Glory. It's just a champagne stick, and I'm just applying it to my brow bone and rubbing it in with my finger. Now to finish off the look, I'm just taking this Essence Gel Tint, and this is the red colour. I think it's called Apricot. And I'm just patting this onto my lips. Again, you can build the colour, so you can make it as light or as dark as you desire. You can also double this up and use it as a cheek stain if you want a bit of extra colour on your cheeks. And that's pretty much it. Your hair should be dry about now. You can play around with your hair. If you've applied too much mousse, you can just gently brush it out with your fingers, or if you want a little bit more, you can go ahead and apply more. In my beach bag, I always ensure I bring some more sunscreen, a facial refreshing spray, some Vaseline to protect my lips, a book in case I get bored, the Dove compressed deodorant, which is really handy to freshen up. It smells beautiful, and it's actually just a big container compressed into a small container. A nourishing mist, which I mentioned earlier, to keep your hair hydrated. And guys, the most important thing of all, water. Keep yourselves hydrated. It's really, really important. You should be aiming to drink about 2 liters a day. It will keep you hydrated and it will prevent you from feeling faint. Don't forget to protect yourself with a hat and some sunglasses, and enjoy this glorious weather that we're having. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Sadly, on the 16th of July 2013, our beautiful angel Talia Joy was taken from us. Please take a minute out of your day today to say a little prayer for Talia and her family. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. You have been a huge inspiration and will forever be in our hearts. Love you so much, sweetheart.